gosh. Really regretting keeping the cardigan on now. It's like the hottest corridor. We'll see about that.
Fundamental to NESO is the ability to bring an impartial, independent voice into the mix that can really take a whole systems view on the transition, the challenges, the trade-offs that need to be made, and ultimately how do we get an optimal outcome for consumers.
When I was hydrogen champion, I advocated very strongly that a future systems operator should be looking at the future whole energy system, and that couldn't be just electricity in isolation or just gas in isolation, because of the future interrelatedness of our whole energy system. So having NESO is extremely important to enable a well-planned, efficient, well-structured and timely energy system.
So looking at the whole system together will create the opportunity for us to have an efficient transition and a speedy transition. That's why NESO is so important, because it's going to have new responsibilities to look right across the energy sector and come up with an integrated plan that includes a spatial element of which key bits go where. NESO will need to work very closely with government and with Ofgem, but will also be a marshalling point for the industry to come together around these strategic plans in order to drive a rapid transition.
NESO has got an extraordinary remit, which actually it sings to everything that I'm excited about, and that is proper whole systems design. The energy sector lives in its technology silos, and NESO's role is really to break those silos down and to ensure that we've got an integrated system design that is actually utilising each of these technologies and assets.
The industry has shifted significantly as we balance the grid, as we look at our future. It becomes a lot more about optimizing it for the right consumer value and for providing clean and green energy. That requires a level of sophistication in our algorithms, in how we do modeling, and technology, specifically AI, allows us to drive that through in a much more different way than we might have done traditionally. At the heart of driving NESO's strategic priorities is an ambition to be AI-driven, to be digital first, to accelerate how we use data across the industry and fundamentally drive innovation across the industry.
As we move towards a greener and more flexible grid, it's important to keep our conversations with the consumers ongoing. So we have services such as the Demand Flexibility Service, which help us keep on top of this engagement, and we'll continue to work on that in the future.
I was looking for a job where I feel like my work would actually serve a purpose. So for me, it's really important to play my role in the energy transition. Net zero is something that's really integral to all of us now, but future generations as well.
Climate change is obviously affecting us all, so it was important for me to work in a company that's actually making an impact.
I'm really aware that of all the actions we perform in this building affects everyone in England, Wales and Scotland.
We need lots of different people, different voices, and certainly different bits of the energy sector to work together in a way that they haven't done. We're responsible for around 1 in every 48 jobs in the energy sector. But more importantly, energy underpins the rest of society.
At the same time, we're going to be laying the foundations for what happens before 2030, but also afterwards. And that's all about continuing the rollout of electric cars and electric car charging stations, the replacement of gas-fired heating systems with clean heating systems, and crucially, it also includes starting and completing after 2030 the decarbonisation of industry.
Britain has been at the forefront of decarbonising its electricity system, and one of the things that I'm passionate about, that we're passionate about, is making sure that we share those learnings and that experience is transferred to other countries, other system operators who are earlier in their decarbonisation journey, such that we can accelerate the decarbonisation of energy systems, not just in Britain, but actually around the world, because that's how you make an impact.
NESO is at the heart of Britain's journey to net zero. We must unify and optimise Britain's whole energy approach to forge the path to a sustainable future for everyone. Together, we are energising progress. Your energy, your future, our purpose.